be talking about professionalism, how to score a great interview, how to set up your resume, and how to get into contact with employers to increase your chances of getting the job that you want. So, let's go. The first thing you want to do is make a LinkedIn account. A LinkedIn account, something you might have heard before, is very similar to Facebook in that you can add connections. They always will show you different types of people who you might know either from university or previous employers. You'll see all types of names will pop up. You can connect with those people to have them as business contacts. You can also use LinkedIn to get into contact with the CEOs or owners or managers of companies that you want to learn more about, or more importantly, that you want to be hired by. For my most recent job experience, like interviewing and applying, I did a little extra research and found the head recruiter or head HR manager of the company that I was applying for, found him on LinkedIn and actually messaged him and made a connection with him via LinkedIn. And that boosted my chances of just becoming a more likable applicant for the job. Companies love it when you connect with them and you try to get to know the staff that is at the place that you're wanting to work at. So use LinkedIn as a tool to send messages or emails to the hiring manager, the supervisors of your company. And a lot of times that does take extra research. So don't just fill out an application. Make sure that you take that extra step to figure out who is actually reading your resume, who is reading your application. Find that person or that department and try to look for a couple of names and email them. Ask them about the position. I think in another video I will talk about what to say in a nice formal professional email to your future business leader, your future manager. So that's that. The second thing you want to do is call the company. Don't just apply to the job that you want to work at or the internship or whatever the case may be. Again, you want to look for the names of the managers or the HR or the recruitment and try to actually give them a call just so they can know who you are. Look for answers that you can easily find from your own hands. Like, don't just leave everything up to the recruitment services. An example of that for me is I started to apply for Delta. By the way, I am an engineering student, and I often will be applying for internships and different types of jobs within my field in technology. So I don't just apply for things, I always make sure that I look for recruiters that are hiring and I talk to them personally through email. The next thing that you want to really think about is searching for the jobs. There is also a very specific skill set that goes into searching for the job. So basically most people will go on Google and search, let's say you are an accountant, and you look for accountant jobs in your area. That's probably what the majority of people will do. What you want to do is actually break down that job title into what you have professional experience in. So if you have done taxes before, if you have done, I don't really know too much about the jobs that accountants do. Let me actually do an example that I know more, like technology. So I'm in engineering. I've done work with microcontrollers. I've done work with computers. I've fixed broken computers before, cracked phone screens. I have a few classes under my belt at this point. A lot of jobs do look for, sets of classes that you might have taken. I have virtual reality experience. So I'm not just going to put engineering internships, I'm going to put engineering internships related to virtual reality, jobs related to microcontrollers, software design, if that makes sense. You want to break it down into what experience you already have on your resume. And then Google will do a search for you, and then it'll find compatible jobs for you that you actually have experience in. And what happens is when you apply for that job, you read the descriptions, and you will see, because of the very thorough search you did on Google, you will see jobs that will come up that have everything to do with what you're looking for and what you have experience in. And when you apply to those jobs, the employers will like to see that you have related experience. A lot of people don't know that. They will apply to jobs just because they think it's relevant, or because the job is looking for an engineer. They'll apply for an engineering job, but that particular position might want something more specific. So you have to make sure you look for specific jobs. Once you get the job, then you can build your resume and look for jobs in a more broad way. Like, once you get the job that you are looking for, you'll learn more skills as you go, and you'll be able to add more experience to your resume. And then another thing is just to work on professionalism in emails. It's so important to either watch a couple of videos, take a college course, or read articles that have everything to do with how to write a professional email, or a professional resume, or a professional cover letter. Because a lot of times companies will look at those documents and judge you based on your grammar, judge you based on your spelling errors, judge you based on typos. And sometimes they have these like softwares that can skim through all the errors and kind of put your document to the side, and they're going to look for people who took that extra time to make sure their resumes were neat and reviewed, and so I would say overall professionalism is all about taking the extra mile, doing what other people wouldn't do. So that means reaching out to the employer, reaching out to the manager, sending emails to let them know who you are as an applicant and not just applying, going on to LinkedIn to actually connect and send personal messages to the CEO of your company or the manager of your company, because they like to see who you are. They like to see what kind of person that you are. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of right now. I want to make more videos like this. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope that helps. If you can think of any other professional tips, please put them down in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.